Check, check, check. Checking the microphone. Can y'all hear me? Is anyone watching? I have no idea. I'm keeping the view count off so I don't see it. But yeah, let me know if you hear me, if you got a Twitch account, or yeah. Gonna start the stream pretty soon, just doing a few more checks with the all the tech and stuff. I'm also trying to go live on YouTube right now, and it doesn't seem to be working, but that's fine. I didn't expect it to, so yeah, we'll be live soon. God, DMCA free music really isn't great, huh? It's pretty generic lo-fi, but hey, I guess that's fine. I always forget to unmute myself like a boomer. But yeah, how's everyone doing? Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. Hope y'all are doing well. I apologize for starting a few minutes late. I'm just making sure that everything's working all right. Essentially that nothing's going wrong, because it's been a while since I've done this, you know. It's a lot of tech and live streaming that gets pretty complicated pretty quickly. But yeah, let me know if y'all can hear me if you want to. But yeah, today is just like a chill co-working session, you know, nothing too crazy. I don't know if anyone here has seen a co-working session before, but I really enjoy them. I think they're pretty fun. Let me see. Is the video buffering? Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's working all right. But yeah, I kind of like co-working streams. You know, I'm not going to do it quite like most people do them. You know, be a little bit more, not necessarily relaxed, maybe more interactive. What I'm trying to say is I've seen a lot of co-working streams where someone goes live and they have like a timer on the screen, you work with them, you stop working with them. It's like a whole format. That I'm not really interested in doing. Here I just kind of want to work on projects. Maybe you can have me as background noise if you're working on a project yourself. It's also not going to be like tutorials. I feel like my old streams were very much like tutorials. Not all of them, but some of them. And yeah, this one's gonna be more laid back from now on. Going to just work on whatever feels right to work on. Today, I'm going to talk through some of the things that's been on my mind recently. I actually have a note on my phone of some of the things that I want to cover in this stream. Let me see. But yeah, I have just some old things I want to cover. And then I'll figure out what to do from there. I'm honestly just winging it right now. It's just, again, mostly meant to be background noise as you're working on your own projects or whatever. It looks like the YouTube stream is working, so that's good. I can't really see it in YouTube Studio, but hey, I guess that's fine. Actually, if y'all don't mind, I might check that really quick on my phone just to make sure it's working. Let's see. Well, I can't see the stream going on my phone, so I'm just going to hope that it's working right now. But it's just YouTube, I didn't even post about it at all. I'm just trying to stream on more platforms because especially in the kind of communities I want to reach, no one really watches Twitch at all. But yeah, let me go over my stream agenda. Forgot to set it up. Maybe I can take a moment to set it up. I want to go over my first stream in, I think, 2021. Yeah, that's right. Where I kind of talked about why I wanted to start live streaming. I made a little presentation for it, so I might look at that and just talk along what mind space I was in at the time, why I want to start live streaming again here on Twitch and other platforms. Yeah, I think that would just be a nice intro to my first stream to just talk about why I'm doing this. And I don't know, it's interesting to me at least. Hopefully it's interesting to you all. And then I'll talk about some of the other projects I'm working on. Maybe I can start a Freeform or Arena board. Those are two softwares I use for just organizing my ideas, getting them out on paper. Oh, it looks like the microphone's pretty low to everything else. I'm gonna turn down Spotify just a little bit. Yeah, hopefully you can hear me all right. But yeah, I'm going to, what was I? Oh yeah, just go through some of the software I use to organize my ideas. Could also use Max MSP too. That was the main software I used to work on when I was streaming, and want to start doing that again. But yeah, maybe that'll be for another time in the future. And then I want to make a stream schedule too. I forgot to log into Adobe InDesign, but that's all right. I'm going to try and work my way through InDesign, either on or off stream. Just make a little schedule I can post online in different places. Mostly Instagram. And yeah, maybe we could end the stream with just working through a P5.js tutorial. P5.js is another software I've been wanting to learn. Let me put a link to it in the chat. I think P5 is pretty fun. You know what? I'm also going to pull up some other stuff in just a moment. 1 second. Cool. Oh yeah, here we go. Let me see. Hopefully I'm live on Instagram as well right now. Just going live on Instagram just to broaden my reach. Because that's really the only platform that people actually follow me on. I'm going to pin the comment there. But yeah, if you're just joining me there, this is my first first little co-working stream in a while, just working on different projects. Instagram will be cropped in to just the vertical format, but you can see the rest of me on Twitch, YouTube, wherever. But yeah, today I was just telling Twitch that I just want to work on projects on my own. Kind of like co-working streams, you can kind of keep this on as you're working on other projects and such. Oh, let me see. Sorry, I got distracted by all the windows I have open. But yeah, just kind of co-work through some other projects. You know, they're not necessarily tutorials. Again, it's just kind of something to leave on in the background as you're working. But yeah, I want to talk about some of the things I want to do on stream. Here we go, Cycling 74. This is the software I used to use on stream. And while I get back into working through and practicing and such, what else? So P5JS, MaxMSP. Oh, I'm blanking out. Should have written all this down, but it's okay. I just need to go ahead and get started streaming again. So MaxMSP. Oh yeah, and then I found this nice little guide. Oh, this isn't it. Here we go. Is this it? Trying to find this website, and I'll explain what I'm looking at in just a moment. It's essentially this really great guide I found on game development. Here we go. Yes, here it is. This is for streaming. This is the game dev column. Oh, it's always so weird the way this website is formatted. But anyways. I want to start building my own games too, not just for proper game development, but also so I can build into sculptures and stuff. So I found this really great guide on where to start for building games, what kind of software to use, what kinds of everything software. Which I think is the most important part for me, engine rather. I have no experience right now with game engines. That's something I want to work on, get more experience with. Maybe on stream today I can decide which one I want to go and work with. But yeah. What else do I want to do on stream? P5JS is more for programming visuals, like animations. You can make interactive art with it, but I think it's kind of difficult to build video games. Here's some examples of things you can do in P5JS. Oh, and you can use sound. That was another thing I want to work on and see with P5JS if I can get it to work with sound. Let me see. Is there a section for sound? So yeah, the games I think are pretty simplistic for the most part. Mostly 2D, but you can make some 3D art in it as well. Yeah, I don't see a sound section here, but I know you can do it. Daniel Schiffman, I know, has done tutorials on that. Getting started guide, maybe here's where we should start. I think that's with P5JS, but I'm not sure. Also, too, if you're watching, let me know if everything sounds okay. I haven't really checked in on it yet because, yeah, I just kind of assume it's working well right now. I tested it a few days ago, so hopefully that was fine enough. But yeah, I know he has a guide on sound somewhere here. Can I search for sound on his website? Maybe it's under videos. Oh, well. I don't think it's too important right now, but I can get into that later. But yeah, maybe the get started guide right here. It's not a bad place to learn. Oh, and this is for processing too. Processing, it's very similar to P5.js, but I want to work through P5.js just because it seems a little bit more flexible to me, and it's or I forget what the term for it is, but it's connected to JavaScript somehow, and it'd be nice to get more proper code experience with things like JavaScript as well. Let me see. Just gonna check in on the stream real quick. Yeah, looks like it's still working all right. Workflow video, that should be helpful as well. Yeah, what other projects? And then for projects too, I want to work on, things like sculptures, paintings, yeah, whatever I feel like working on any one stream. I just see the stream as like a nice way to keep me going, keep me motivated, give me a very set schedule I need to work. Right now, because I'm in front of everyone, I can't look at my phone. That's what I was looking to say. I can't look at my phone. I can't go to TikTok or YouTube Shorts or whatever. I very much have to be still working on projects. I think it'll help me keep me focused in that regard. And also too, I'm just terrible at posting on social media. I don't enjoy it. It's not something I have a lot of fun with. So this kind of forces me to make something for social media as well. And in my opinion, it's a little bit more intimidating than using, just posting regular posts rather. But yeah, again, if you're on Instagram, I am streaming the full stream over on Twitch right now, and I think on YouTube, but I'm not actually sure if that's working or not. But anyways, let me see. Yeah, check on my phone what else I want to work on this stream. Oh yeah, I want to get used to working in Arena. That is not something I have a lot of experience with, but my friend Steve inspired me to start using Arena. It seems like a nice little platform for posting ideas, working through ideas, both for writing and visual art. Let's see. Real quick, I'm gonna check how it all sounds on Instagram too. Oh yeah, looks like everything's fine over there. But yeah, apologies for all the pauses. This is just the nature of a co-working stream, I suppose. Gotta think through my mind at some points, talk when I can. But yeah, again, hopefully it's nice. A little background noise or whatever. Let me find my login for Arena. That could be a fun place to start. Here, I'm gonna load it up on another monitor. Should I leave this? I'll just leave it here. I know they spell it a weird way too, with a period somewhere in there. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. I'll put this here. Nice. Exactly what I was looking for. Still gotta log in though real quick. I always give myself such long, painful passwords to type in. But yeah, so I have no idea how to use Arena. All I did was make an account and followed my friend Steve. I don't know if Steve would appreciate me showing all this on stream, so I'll go back to let's see my Explorer feed. But yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing with Arena, but I think it'd be a fun platform to learn a little bit about, so why not learn it on stream with you all? There, that's a good place to start for today. But yeah, this is just the main Explore page, I guess kind of like your feed in social media. I have no idea what this is, but I know Koyaanisqatsi is an amazing film with one of my favorite musicians, Philip Glass. Let's see. So I assume this is related to that in one way or another. So how could it not? But yeah, actually, this is really my first time using Arena, so another fun thing to work on stream with you all. Oh, some things I should not show on stream. Typography. Maybe that's the danger of using just the Explore feed on a brand new account. But yeah, I know you make these blocks and then you can connect them to each other, build them over time. It's a nice way of kind of keeping tabs on things. I think I'll use it similar to Pinterest too in that regard. I'll close this one for now. It's a new channel. You know what? Is there a page on how to use Arena? Here I can change my profile. I wonder I'm trying to figure out what the difference between a channel and a group is. I assume block is like the smallest version of what you can make on it. Can't believe this is more complicated than I thought. I just need to use some more sound as I see it, so this is a fun. I also just like to see what I can find on Arena 2. John Cage visual score. I'll be honest, I'm not reading through all this right now. That's cool, you can focus more on writing. This could be a nice place to post writing in the future. But yeah, the way my friend Steve described this site to me, it did sound very fun and exciting. About and features, let's see. Arena is a place to save content, create collections over time, and connect ideas privately or with other people. Students, highly curious and open to new information. Hobbyists, deep into topics, narrowly focused, or what we call connected knowledge collectors. Those more experienced but highly curious information gatherers who can make disparate connections between disciplines have been the core of our community for 13 years and 2 days. Pretty new. Arena is a mindful space where you can work through any project over time. It's a place to structure your ideas and build new forms of knowledge together. Yeah, I don't think I learned anything new from that, but it does reiterate that is kind of what I think it is purpose-wise. And then this is Freeform, so this is one of those built-in Apple apps, and this is one that I know how to use and enjoy really well. It's a lot like Milanote, which I used to use, but Milanote requires a paid subscription, so that's the only reason why I stopped using it, but otherwise Millinode was awesome. You just kind of create boards, they connect things together visually. And then Apple made their own version that's free, so I've just been using that one. So if I type text here, you can link websites. If I, you know what, let me start one right now. I'll link arena/about. Yeah, you get a little page. If there's a photo on the page, it'll show up there. I guess there's no photo on that page, but what else? It's the text. It's been a minute since I've used this, but I do know how to use it better. You can make sticky notes. Know how to use it better than Arena. You can make little shapes. Oh, you can open files, drop in files. It's pretty nice. Should move all of this, by the way. I didn't think to do that. But yeah, I like Freeform a lot. You know what? I'm gonna make one right now called First Stream. And in it, I can talk about why I'm streaming, create little visual examples. Sorry, I keep forgetting to put things in the middle so y'all can see. Clancy, how are you? Just seeing your message now. How are you doing? Good to see you. Let me see if I can add. Oh yeah, there we go. I can move around your message here. There we go. This is my first time using this newer streaming software. I used to use OBS, which most people use, but I'm using a new one called Ecamm Live, and that's one of the little features it gives you is you can move around comments like that. Yeah, anyways, so first stream, what are we doing? Arena. Let's make one for software I want to use on stream, or websites, or then I'll make one for guides too. I've already talked about a few different guides. So Arena, I'm not gonna use Millinode just because it's paid and Freeform works just fine for me. But yeah, there's Arena. Coding Train, that was one of the guides. Drop that in there. The Pirate Software game development guide I pulled up earlier. Cycling 74. Would be under software. There we go. Yeah, pictures are starting to look good. Or she could change which one's on top in this scenario, but that's fine, I guess. Can make this bigger, yeah. There we go. Things are coming together finally with this stream. Things are starting to make sense. It's what I like to see. I never loved the way underlining things looks. That's just like a personal pet peeve. I don't know if anyone else feels that way or if it's just me. Oh yeah, P5JS. Actually, let's not use the reference page, let's use the home page. Yeah, then we got a photo of someone using it. What else should we add to this board? What else do I want to cover on these streams generally? Still gotta talk about my old stream. My old first stream, where I went through all the reasons why I want to start streaming. That could I'll save that for next time. I've already talked about it a little bit here, but I'll go through it more thoroughly next time. Using Freeform right now, but I guess I'll add it to the list just, why not? Not an App Store link. It's not what I wanted. I'll use this. Oh, Ableton! That's another one that I will be using. And Logic Pro. Oh, forgot where the links were. They're right here. You know what? I'm gonna remove Logic for now, just because I really want to switch fully to Ableton, just because of all the connections with Max MSP. If you're not familiar with this Max for Live, let me see if I can find Max for Live, which I've never really used before, but something I've wanted to for a very long time. So let me look at their website here. There's Max for Live. Watch this video here.
Max for Live extends the
Can you all hear that? I think so.
functionality of Live Suite and allows users to customize their own devices. In this video, we're going to have a brief overview of what Max for Live is and how you can use it. Max for Live is an extension of the Live Suite software and was co-developed by Cycling74. It allows you to extend and customize Live by creating your own Max devices, whether they're instruments, audio effects, or MIDI effects. If building your own custom devices is not what you really want to do, there are also quite a few pre-made instruments, effects, and tutorials to get you started. Max for Live devices can be used just like Live's regular built-in devices. In addition to this, Max for Live is now bundled with Live Suite, and so it's loaded every time that Live Suite is started. So let's take a look at some Max for Live devices that come with Live Suite. Max for Live devices can be found in the category section of
That's a new feature on Mac that drives me crazy, is when you accidentally click on the wallpaper and everything disappears. I get the point, you know, it makes it easier to organize stuff, but wow, it drives me crazy. It's been out for months and I'm still not used to it.
Under Max for Live.
But yeah, anyways, that was the overview of Max for Live, so that's another thing I want to work on. Learning rather. Already got it all downloaded. What else? Oh, there's another YouTuber who has really great guides I found for P5JS, Pat Vieira. So I'm going to add them to this board. Yeah, what else? I'm trying to think of any other guides I plan on using or anything. Also too, if I haven't mentioned it already, the Scream, oh, actually, I'll leave this here. My new stream schedule I want to work through. Sundays, stream schedule, Sundays, undecided. And then Mondays through Thursdays, I want to start doing more frequent short streams, so 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, which I think is 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. 2:30 to 3:30 Pacific time if you're in Pacific time zone. Let me make this bold here. Where should I put this? I'll just leave it right here for now. I should also save this board for now. First, string freeform board. Just working through ideas. And I'm gonna underline it. Yeah, what else do I want to add to this? What else? I guess I could start with another tab for projects. Do I want to start talking about that on stream? Sure, why not? I'll leave this in the same text object. I want to build a arcade cabinet sculpture. I have no idea if I'm spelling cabinet right, which is embarrassing. I'm pretty sure I am, but my spelling has gone so much worse since I was in school. And then I guess what tools I would need to work through it. So I'll talk about the sculpture idea. If anyone has any questions about it, let me know, but I'm just going to leave it vague, I guess, unless anyone has any questions. Not for any reason, it's not mysterious or fun, I just don't know how to talk about it. That's purely it, I really just don't know how to talk about the sculpture at the moment. But it's essentially a sculpture that will include arcade cabinets. Oh, that drives me crazy that I went back to 36 font, yeah. You know what, I'm just gonna make it all 18 until I'm done, just so it doesn't do that. And then, so unbolded. So this would use multi-channel audio. Game development. That's the real thing I gotta learn for this one is it can be a simple game, but I still gotta make a game for it. Yeah, I think I'll describe this project another time. But yeah, what else do I need to learn for it? I guess machinery. I'll say metalworking. Is metalsmithing the right term? I'm not going to become a great metalsmith artist. I can already say that much, but working with metal. You know what, I'll just say machinery. I'm not very fluent at working with machinery for wood or metals, but say wood plus metal since it wants me to keep capitalizing machinery for some reason. What else? Oh, the stream. That's a project. Is this exact stream here? Working through it today. leave that. Hear my dishwasher going off. I was gonna say washing machine, but I meant dishwasher, so I'm gonna check on that in just a moment. But yeah, what else do I want to work on this stream? Oh yeah, writing. I want to get better at writing. I feel like that'll be especially uncomfortable thing to work on stream, but hey, I think it'll be productive and helpful for me, so let's do it. Writing, what else? I want to get back into painting, but oh, actually I do know what I want to work on with painting. I'll talk about that another time. What else? That's all I can think of now. I'll probably add to this off stream too, or add things that I want to add next time I'm live again. But I'll leave that for now for the projects tab. Oh, I'm gonna add this live stream to the first one. Cool. How do I zoom out? There we go. Yeah, what else? It's coming together. It's coming together. What else? I'm trying to think of any other software guides I want to add here. Look at my phone. My notes app is my favorite thing. I keep everything on my notes app on my phone. I have a couple of different collaborative projects I want to work on too, but gotta revisit those. It's been a little while since I've worked on them or touched. Yeah, just worked on them. Oh, I should work on my website. Yeah, my website is very out of date. I basically haven't updated it since college, or at least in the last, I think, 3 years now. Website updates. That's another one. It's doing the thing where it goes back to the first font on the page, or of the text box. I guess I could have a reading tab. Why not? I don't know what I'd add to it right this second. I might work on that off stream, but I think it'd be good to have a reading tab. Writing? Should I add writing? Yeah, why not? Make writing its own tab. Sorry, Instagram, y'all can't see everything that's going on, but that's how it goes, I guess. Just because my software crops to the middlemost part of the stream since it's vertical for Instagram. writing, reading, anything else? I could see if I can log into Adobe InDesign and work on my stream schedule poster. Y'all get to see my embarrassingly bad graphic design skills, but hey, that's what we're here for. Stream schedule poster. Yeah, that might be the next best thing to work on, just because I'm blanking out about what else I want to add here. Eventually, I'll add game creation software. I think Godot is the one I'm leaning towards right now, so I'm just going to write that down. Hi, Angel. Hi, Brad. Good to see you. I bet you're amazing at graphic design. Love you, Brad. Good to see you. How are you? Thank you, thank you. Put that right here. Hey, hey. But yeah, no, how are you, Brad? It's good to see you. So yeah, Godot, I think, is the engine that I'm leaning towards for game design, but I know very, very little about it. You know what? I'll add that one back up here. How do I change it? There we go. Nice, right in the middle. Got the little photo of you. I hate how it shows profile pics. Not for you, Brad. I love seeing your profile pic, but I mean in general. Can I change it? Oh, you can. Cool. Well, I'll mess with that another time. I'm good. Miss you. Miss you too. Yeah. Are you still... Oh, I was gonna ask where you live in, but I don't know if you'd want that all up online and stuff. But yeah, no, it's good to hear from you. Glad you're doing well. Miss you too. Need you to make me some food. That's what I need. I've been eyeing your food account, and everything just looks amazing. So tasty. So I think I told you I'm becoming a little bit of a foodie myself. Not an actual foodie, because food's another thing where I don't really know what I'm doing at all. I'm terrible at cooking, but I travel a lot for work now, and traveling for work has gotten me into food for sure. Getting to try food in different places, because I feel like food in different parts of the world is so it's like the only way to experience is being in person, whereas like you know, things like music and art you can share online. There's ways to share music, art, other forms of art with people very easily, except for cooking. I will make you so much food. I'll make sure it's gluten-free. Thank you. Thank you, Brad. Thank you. Thank you. That would be awesome. You make, I think I remember you posted something that was gluten-free the other day, right? Like, are you still making gluten-free stuff here and there? I don't know if you're cooking or baking for work right now, but I guess that's why I'm asking if you make gluten-free stuff at work at all, if that's what you're up to. But yeah, got carried away. But that is the point of these streams. It's to get carried away a little bit, talk about different things, get off topic, and just hang out. So yeah, Godot, I know very little about it, but I've heard really good things. That's just like constantly being improved. It's kind of like Blender. Maybe I'll add Blender to the software list, but I don't plan on going too deep into Blender. But yeah, I think it's a free software that just keeps getting better, and you can use both 2D and 3D, which is very appealing to me because I'm not sure which I want to make. So yeah, add Godot to the list, and potentially Blender, but potentially. Yeah, here and there I'm baking for work and make gluten-free almond cakes all the time. Nice. Oh, that sounds tasty. Nice. I don't know if I've ever had an almond cake. I feel like I must have, you know, I mean, like, it seems just too common for me not to have had one, because I've heard of them before, obviously. But yeah, I can't remember the last time I had an almond cake. Actually, I'm gonna put Godot on top just because Blender is such a wishy-washy thing for me right now. Let me actually go back to the game development guide. See what other engines he wrote about here. There's no best engine. Godot, Game Maker, primarily 2D games. Very strong with 3D. You can use the free trial indefinitely for non-commercial use. It allows you to export desktop targets as well as web and mobile. Monetization model is very competitive. I don't know, I still prefer completely free, like it sounds like Godot is. Yeah, not free with royalties, real free. Use Godot. Okay, I have to go, but love you and can't wait to watch more streams. Oh, Brad, I'm so happy you're here. Here, I'll go on main cam so you can see me on Instagram. But so good to see you. Thanks for joining in. Love you too and hope to see you again. Yeah, thanks for joining. Thank you, thank you. Have a great rest of your day. But yeah, back to Godot. Back to game engines, Game Maker. Unreal, wasn't Unreal the one that had like a real, some sort of issue with it recently? Yeah, what happened with Unreal? I'm trying to remember. It was something like, they were changing their monetization for games. You know what, let me look it over here. Unreal Engine. I think they went back on it, whatever it was, but... News. No. But I know a lot of people use Unreal, and I've actually seen people, artists perform with Unreal Engine connected to Ableton Live, so that's super cool. For that alone, that I'm remembering right now, I'm going to add it back here. But I am suspicious of it, just because I could be wrong. It might be another game engine, but I know there was one game engine recently where they kind of screwed over everyone who was using it or had used it or had made games with it. RenPy, specifically for visual novels, then that is not the one I'm going to use. No best art program. Oh yeah, so for making sprites, that actually could be helpful. I mostly use Procreate for creating digital art, but you know what? I'm gonna add this to the list just so I have it saved somewhere to refer back to, because pixel art would be fun and potentially helpful to get into. Learning how to make, at least. Especially for purposes of game design, because I truly have no idea how you'd connect visual art into building games. Spotify volume's a little loud on my end, so hopefully it's not too loud for you all. Actually, it looks okay. But yeah, let me know if the Spotify gets too loud or too quiet either. It's just generic lo-fi background music. Leave it there. Yeah. You know, again, this is software I've never seen before. But, hey, we'll look into it. Why not? What was I looking at? Oh, yeah, the Pirate Software page. No best. Oh, audio program, I'm okay. That's the one I have the most experience for sure. I think I'm all set with that one. Streaming, that I should be all set with, considering at least it's working right now. You know, I think it's working right now, but yeah, I'll go back and watch this later and discover how it's not actually working in the slightest. Ko-Fi I use, Ko-fi I use. Kind of use. I haven't actually used, but I have an account with Ko-fi. I think Ko-fi is how you say it. Maybe it's Ko-fi. Coffee. Maybe it's just pronounced coffee too, because it's meant to be about coffee. Marketing, not gonna worry about all that now for obvious reasons. How to launch my game, I think I'll worry about that at a later date. Itch.io would be fun to learn more about, just because I know so little about itch.io, but it'd be fun to make games for it. Oh, that's another thing too. Have y'all seen the Teenage Engineering Playdate? They just designed the outside. I forget what company made the device or programmed it themselves, but I would love to get one of these. I don't have one right now, but it's a little Game Boy. Here, I'll move it for Instagram. It's a little Game Boy with a crank on it. And the appeal of it is that you can you get games for it every week. All the games are free for the most part. And yeah, it's just like a fun, it's a fun little portable system, but the games that you design are specifically for it because of the crank and some other things. So it's all the games on it are completely uniquely for this device, to my knowledge. But I think you can play some of them on a desktop browser too. So we should try that on stream. That'd be fun to play some Playdate games. Yeah, they got a developer site here. And I was thinking this would be a fun platform to experiment with building games. Oh, that reminds me. Now everything's coming to me. Everything's finally coming to me with this stream. Thought I heard a sound. I'm dog sitting right now, so it might just be Pappy the dog. Game Builder Garage. This is a game on Nintendo Switch that you can build video games on side of. It's actually really fun. You know, it's just an easy way to build your own video games. So yeah, I'll add this to the list. Is this the main page? Yeah, we'll use this page. Yeah. I guess the good news is that we have too many things to work on the stream. Oh no! Something happens. Streaming to Zach Davey _ stopped. Probably Instagram. This could be because the maximum streaming duration permitted by Instagram has been reached. Do you want to end the broadcast or continue without Zach Davey? Continue without Zach Davey. Okay. So Instagram, we're no longer there. You gotta watch on Twitch or YouTube, I guess. It looks like it's still working though. Maybe I just haven't seen it crash yet. Hold on. I'm curious. I forgot Instagram had like a limit on how long it can be. Sorry, I'm just checking on Instagram real quick. I think it's okay for me to show this. Yeah, it looks like it's frozen on this one page because I definitely wasn't on it for this long. Guess I'll hit end live video if it's not working. All right, I'll look at that later. Going live on Instagram is really to just kind of help me kind of promote who sees my streams. And it worked today, you know, Brad saw it. Talked to Brad for a little bit, that was fun. So yeah, glad it worked at least. And now I know going forward that you can only stream for an hour. I thought it was at least 3 hours that you can stream on Instagram. I'm just gonna look it up real quick, since these are the kinds of things we'll work through on stream. Yay, fun. How long can you live stream on Instagram? 4 hours? What? So why did it cut me off at 1 hour? However, the length of time may be subject to change depending on Instagram's policies and updates. And this was from July 10th. Weird. What? I guess that's fine. Oh, someone else is having this issue. Shutting down after an hour. What app to use for streaming? Check the settings, maybe there's a limit. Yeah, maybe it's the software I'm using and not Instagram. Oh, once you reach 1,000 followers, it will allow you to be live for 4 hours. Wait, I think I have 1,000 followers though. Like barely though, so maybe that's the issue. Just barely, but yeah. I have this issue as well, and I have over 1,000 followers. Reporting the issue has done nothing. Any ideas? Then they respond, any idea why it's happening? What? That's what they're asking. I never figured it out, but it just went back to normal one day. Okay, you know, maybe I'll go live next time and just see if this works. Maybe it'll go back to normal one day. I did put about 20 error reports though, so that might have helped. I don't know how y'all have the issue. I have a business account that just went live for over an hour and it did not cut off. Yeah, weird. I'll check on this in the future because it did show up in the warning message was in the streaming software I use, not on Instagram. So that very well might have been the issue. But yeah, what was I got distracted by all that? What was I talking about with Playdate? Oh yeah, just that you can develop games on desktop. I think there's a way to play them on itch.io. So it just tags Playdate. Yeah. You know what? I'll also add, if we ever want to play games on here, I'll add a games tab too. And I'll add itch.io Playdate to it. Okay, so we want to try them out. Add this to it too, because it's kind of a game engine software, more so a game. Should I also add it to software? I guess I will for now. Can delete it later, why not? I'll add the Playdate development software too. Oh, and Analog Pocket has something similar that I don't know a lot about. Gonna go look at that in just a moment. So this is Analog Pocket. It's similar to the Playdate, that's a small Game Boy-like handheld, but you have to put GBA games inside of it, or other systems too, but use real vintage, retro rather, cartridges. Developer, there we go, developer page. And I think it does a similar thing where you can develop games specifically for it. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to add this. Oh, I remembered another thing I want to add too. I want to get better at, what's it called? What am I thinking of? I have it on my website. Because I have an account. I don't know the proper, GitHub. I don't know the proper way to open things in GitHub. If I want to get better about posting to GitHub, my projects and code and stuff, just to have a way of sharing it all online. And a lot of developers use GitHub. Should I say software / websites? I'll say software and tools. That's a better word, tools. This, maybe they're not websites. Where was I leaving off? Oh, Analog Pocket developer page. We'll look into that at some point. Doesn't have to be today. Oh, I already added it there, my bad. I added the Playdate one as well. Reading, I don't want to touch that today. Well, I'll touch that at some point. We'll focus on this other stuff first. Cool, so now I have a lot of tabs open. I'm gonna go through and close a bunch. And let's reopen. I really went through the Pirate Software one. Should I add processing? Yeah, I should add processing to tools. We have too many tools, but I'm not actually going to use all of these on the stream, at least not first. But they're things, I'm just putting anything I've expressed any kind of interest in on this page. Even if it's very little interest, if I've expressed interest at some point, I am adding it there. Processing, what else? Oh, Pure Data. Yeah, I've used Pure Data. It's a lot like Max MSP. It's a lot older. It's free. It's a lot harder to use, but you know, it's not a bad thing to add. And now I just remembered Bellaboard. I'm also going to add Bellaboard. I used Bella and Pure Data in a class in college. And I love my Bellaboard. And they have a whole class on learning C++, which, you know, I'm not actually sure how helpful that would be for me. But I'm actually going to add it to guides. Bella learn C++. Let's do that. Oh, there's a page for it. Then course introduction. Which one do I want? Tutorials or using Bella? I'll add it for course. It's the guides page. This is awesome. I knew there was a YouTube page, but I didn't know there was a Rin one. I think Rin ones will be better for live streams because I get to talk through it. You know, I have a little bit more control over it, and I'm not just watching someone else. And I always have that dilemma of, am I stealing this person's tutorial, their guide? But I don't know, maybe I'll use both. Oh, that's not for tools, that's for guides. Finally adding more to guides. Nice. Add Pure Data, and then Bella supports a few other things too. Oh, they have a bunch of tutorials. Awesome. So I've added C++, they have one for Pure Data. Yeah, let's add the Pure Data one to guides too. I should start to move everything over. It's starting to get a little crammed between sections here. Yeah, actually, let's do that first. It's getting really crammed. Move it over even more. It's a big gap here, but it's helping. I think it should be fine for now. Yeah, Bella to tools. I added Bell Pure Data page to guides. Yes, I did. Good, good. Now we have to add Bella as a tool. This is their like database. There we go. This is the main Bella page. So actually, I have one right behind me. Let me go get it. I had my hair down because I just took a shower and it got all stuck in my headphones. There we go. So this is a Bella board. I actually have a second little cam that can show you all up close a little bit better. Actually, no, it's not that much better. But yeah, this is it. It's like a Raspberry Pi that you can program specifically for audio. So you can use this for building instruments. You can use it for making interactive art, interactive sound art. You can use it for a lot of things. What else? Maybe you can check their sample page of all the things that you can use it for. But yeah. Oh, you can output multi-channel audio. If I can't do that now with it, but I think you can get a special attachment to add a multi-channel audio input and output to it. So that could be really fun to work with. Got a little Ethernet, USB. I find it's easier to work with than Raspberry Pi because all of the support it has on its website. Also I'm using a lot of words. If anyone has any questions about anything, just let me know. I'm happy to go into detail about what I'm doing, kind of explain it. Or if there's a word I say like multi-channel audio, what does that mean? Just let me know. But if you don't know, multi-channel audio is simply just audio that outputs to multiple speakers, essentially. So most audio is stereo, left and right, like headphones, 2 speakers on most of your devices. Mono audio is only 1 speaker, so a lot of old recordings from the 50s and 60s are in mono audio, where you just have 1 output, but nowadays we use stereo for everything. And then multi-channel is just 3 or more, so you can have a speaker here on your head or whatever. You can have as many speakers as you want for multi-channel. Also, I move where the live stream is on my computer between monitors, so that's why I'm looking to the left here instead of straight at you all. Maybe that's a skill I gotta work on these streams, is looking at the camera. Maybe not, I don't know. But anyways, not important right now. What is Bellaboard would be fun to work with. And for my sculpture idea, this could be very helpful potentially. I'm not sure if I do build little video games for the sculpture, I'm not sure how well that would integrate with everything, because I don't know if I can connect this to video games, but hey, I know you can to video. One of the tutorials for C++ actually had a P5.js animation patch, interactive animation running on here, so that's pretty cool. But I don't know anything about using video or visuals or animations or whatever it may be with this. Oh, it's really dusty. I definitely gotta get an air duster before I plug this in into anything. I'm gonna go put it back real quick. What else? So we're talking about Bellaboard. We're talking about Pure Data processing. Where did we leave off? Oh, I was going to just put a link to this in the board under tools. This is the tools section, right? The tools section is so much longer than everything else, but you know what? That is okay. That is fine. Bella. I guess I'll put Raspberry Pi. Actually, I do have one. I don't know how much I'm gonna use it on this channel, but you know, we'll use it. Not use it. We won't. I won't promise to use it, but it has piqued my interest before, so for that reason alone, we are adding it. Yes, anything that I've ever had interest in is going in the tools section. If you don't know, Raspberry Pi is like a tiny Linux computer that you can, a lot of engineers use it, but then a lot of artists will use it to put really tiny, low-powered computers inside of things. I like this one where you can have a personal computer right in a keyboard. I always think that's fun. How much is this? Oh, no resource, whatever. Not that interested, but it's cool. But yeah, what else do we want to do here? feel like I had other things. Oh yeah, Super Collider. I was gonna look at what else. Bella supports. I know one of the software is Super Collider, which is not one that I think I'll focus on or use in the near future, but hey, it's something that I do have interest in. It's just another audio programming application, but it's text-based instead of visual. Looks like it's from the 90s here. This screenshot probably is from the 90s, but here, I'll just add this page to the tools section. Oh my god, I forgot that you all can't see the display. I've just been talking to myself for however many minutes now, but yeah. Sorry. This is the screen I meant to be on for the last, like, 5-ish minutes. What else? I think that might be about it at the moment. I'm trying to think of anything else I've used in the past. I guess Adobe. I don't want to promote Adobe. Don't want to promote Apple either, but I already put an Apple link. But most Adobe software is something that I will probably use at one point or another on this stream. Like InDesign, I'm going to use InDesign to make a stream schedule. Oh, what else? Discord. Discord's not really that kind of tool, though. Maybe I'll make a Discord if this ever gets popular. But technically, I've already made a Discord, but you know, I'll actually promote it if this channel ever gets popular, which I don't know. I have processing loaded. I have a lot of software already downloaded right here. A lot of these things are things that I've used once and then deleted for one reason or another. Final Cut Pro, you know what, I'll add. I added Logic and then deleted, and Final Cut and then deleted. I'll add it back. VCV Rack, that's one that I want to add. So, one dream of mine is to one day build a modular synthesizer. And modular synthesizers, if you're not familiar, are extremely expensive, like obscenely expensive. And yeah, maybe I'm making it too grand, but like one of these little modules on a physical synthesizer, a modular synthesizer, can be like several $100s. You get like 10 of them, you're very quickly going over $3,000 just to build a small modular synthesizer. Like, they get very expensive, but a dream is a dream. And that's still a dream that I have. But yeah, VCV Rack lets you, for free, make a virtual version of a modular synthesizer right on your desktop, and then that makes it very easy for me to stream because I can make connections together and stuff. So yeah, this could potentially be awesome to stream with and just make music and whatever with it. The modular synthesizers are so cool and fun. There's this one that I dream of that I've always thought about getting, but it's so expensive on its own, that I've thought about getting just on its own. It's called the IntelliGel Rainmaker. So these are all modules that you can buy and purchase individually and put together to build your own modular synthesizer. Yes, here's Rainmaker. And it's so expensive. Part of me is always worried that it'll sell out one day and then people will sell it for even more money online. But anyways, it's too expensive for me right now. But it's so cool. It lets you, it's just like a very, very complicated delay, essentially. So I'll let the video play for itself. I'm having trouble describing and explaining.
The Rainmaker is a very complex delay module, and with that much complexity, it can be a little intimidating. But once you know your way around the panel, it's actually quite efficient, fun, and rewarding to dial in your own custom delay settings.
So I just realized I didn't have one of the I didn't have noise suppression turned on my microphone, so hopefully it sounds a little bit better now. Hopefully it sounded fine this whole time, but now you don't hear my floor creaking whenever I walk around, which you definitely heard before, so my apologies.
Start by focusing on the delay section here on the left.
Oh, that was something with my computer.
Which is broken up into global and per tap edit parameters. The delay and comb sections can be toggled on and off with the red effects on buttons, and the source can be muted with the gray mute buttons, which causes the LED to flash. I'll be starting with Rainmaker on the default preset of 1 tap delay. So let's bring in the Atlantis here.
Sorry, I'll admit I got a little distracted looking at stream stuff, but that'll happen less often once I'm comfortable and used to streaming again.
You'll notice this arrow here indicates that the left input is normal to the right input, meaning that if I bring this knob up, we can hear it on the right channel as well. Unity is at 12 o'clock, so it's usually not necessary to turn the inputs all the way up. The delay section has 3 global controls. We've got our delay feedback, pitch shifting, and our feedback tone.
Anyways, this is too in-depth, I think, for now at least. But yeah, there's a lot you can do with this. So essentially, there's even a random button where you can randomize all the parameters on this module. And when you hit that, you send audio through it. It can also change pitch and volume and effects and stuff with each delay. So you can build entire melodies just from hitting a single button. Like, it seems like so much fun to mess around with. I think there's one in VCV Rack that I tried downloading forever ago. Or, sorry, I tried downloading one that someone made in Pure Data. Maybe I can open that up on stream sometime. But it was so messy and hard to work with. At least to me, the person who made it put incredible amount of work into it. I'm sure if you know what you're doing, it works amazing, but I do not know what I'm doing. So, I need to play around, mess around with the patch a little bit more. But yeah, what else? VCV Rack, did I add that? Yes, I did. Not adding Eurorack modules to tools quite yet, but I will add VCV Rack. Oh yeah, and then I was just gonna add Logic Pro and Final Cut Pro, just because I already use them. Logic Pro, if you're not familiar, is just a audio editing software. And then Final Cut Pro is a video editing software. Oh no, it opened up the App Store again. Don't allow. Quit. There we go. Yeah, just like Adobe Premiere, exactly. Not exactly the same, but same idea for purpose. And Logic is the same idea for purpose as Ableton. Oh, Reaper is another one that I used occasionally. I don't think I have interest in going back into Reaper at all, but it was convenient for some things. Reaper, it was a free DAW. Recommended if you need a free DAW, but I just didn't love it. Oh, and field recording. I will do some field recording on streams. What's a good... There's some music store that I thought had a really great guide for field recording. I forget what that is. What music store that is. Acoustic Nature, is this similar? We'll go with this one. But yeah, field recording is just when you go out into the world with an audio recorder and just record the sounds around you, and then you can sample it later. You can really do whatever you want with it. It's kind of like making art from like rocks and stones that you pick up outside, or building sculptures with them. Same idea. Oh, what is this awful AI art they got on the bottom? Maybe it's not AI art, but I have to assume it is. God, why would you put that on a website that seems to primarily be about field recording? Nature sound effects. Yeah, what's going on? That's very strange. Anyways, I'm not here to criticize or critique other people's websites. Let's get back to adding the link to tools. I actually don't like that it says, what is this? I'm just going to say field recording, because that's more of just like a whole list of tools. You can add it here. Actually, I'll say other tools. Nah, I'll just say field recording for now. If I think of anything else, I'll make a whole category for other tools that I just kind of list out like that. What else are we missing? Field recording. Put this over. It's looking good so far. We're making progress, everyone. That's the point of these streams, and that is awesome. Let me look around my studio. See what else. You know what? I'm going to delete field recording, just because if I'm adding field recording, I should add painting and metalworking, and then that just becomes like everything. You know, I mean, this should be software and those kinds of tools. So yeah, field recording is more of a broad umbrella term. If I was going to add a tool, I would have added like a Zoom recorder or a handheld field recorder that you could use for field recording, but I don't think that's necessary. I'm not going to get into all that. But yeah, what else? Like I had the Bella board. I'm trying to remember if I had any other tools. Oh, I can actually get my Raspberry Pi to show you all. Why not? Oh, I think I'm still unmuted. Yeah. So this is Raspberry Pi. Sorry this camera's a little darker. I gotta get another. Hopefully I'm not too loud. I'm a little close to the mic. I gotta get another light for this table here, but you know, you can still see it's sufficient for now. Yeah, it's in a case, but that's a Raspberry Pi. It looks like a green version of the Bella board. It's because it's similar. Also, both the Bella board and the Raspberry Pi here, I believe both run Linux. And then another tool, two other tools I forgot to add. So this chip, oh, sorry, it's already falling apart. This is a MIDI controller I built forever ago on a stream with knobs to, yeah, I just built a MIDI controller. That was a lot of fun. Something else I can do, I'll add that to projects, building another MIDI controller, because that used to be a lot of fun. But there's this little device at the end that looks like a really tiny Raspberry Pi called a Teensy. It's very different from a Raspberry Pi though. This is more similar to Arduino in that you can use it to build things like MIDI controllers or controllers generally. Building a MIDI controller is the only thing I know how to do with it. So yeah, we should do that again on stream. That was fun. Maybe I'll restream my old stream where I built a MIDI controller just because it was so much fun. And yeah, what's this one? What's this? Oh, I'm trying to remember the name. I used to stream with my friend Diego too. Diego, if you're watching, hello. But Diego helped. We started to build an instrument, or not an instrument, modular synth, a synth module, or a modular synth, and a guitar pedal. Because the modular synthesizers, if you build the modules yourself, they're not, or if you design them and build them yourself, they're not expensive. They're still expensive if you buy one they have to build yourself, but if you design and build yourself, it's not that expensive. So yeah, that was another thing we were gonna work on, but you know, the project just kind of dissipated over time, unfortunately, very sadly. But yeah, I'll talk to Diego about that in the future. Yeah, I cannot remember the name of this right now. Does it say the name in really tiny letters? Electrosmith Daisy. Yes, it does say in very, very tiny font. Yes, Electrosmith Daisy. That's what we're looking at here. I'm going to add that to tools. I'm glad I walked around my studio. Yeah, Teensy, Raspberry Pi, Electrosmith Daisy. The Daisy to this little board was pretty inexpensive if I remember. Also gotta dust all these off because it's been a little bit of time. But yeah, I think that's really it. I guess I'll add Arduino, but I don't really think I'm gonna use Arduino at all. But here, let's go back to my display. Yeah, see, lighting's a lot better here, but hey, it's fine for a first stream with just a couple of viewers. It's fine. Forget what the command is for closing tabs. This is, oh wow, they've released a few other things. But yeah, this is Electrosmith Daisy, that's the shop, and this is the Daisy itself. And it's similar to like Teensy in that and the Bella board, and that's meant for building your own instruments, really, or guitar pedals or effects. And then they sell these. We were just going to try and design. I think we were going to try and design the module ourselves and build a physical module rather than using a pre-existing one like this. But they sell a pre-existing one just like this, where you can code and connect to all the inputs and outputs. See if I got this guitar pedal, or not. Sorry, this is more of like is this a guitar pedal? I swear they had, yeah, I don't see it anymore. They used to have one that looked very much like a guitar pedal with the switches that you would press with your foot to turn the device on and off or change effects. But I guess this is like a synth sampler kind of deal. I don't know, not something I'm using it. Create a monosynth drum machine or MIDI sequencer, right? That makes sense from looking at it. Great development tool. Yeah, cool. I'll add Electrosmith Daisy, but also Teensy. I forget who makes Teensy. But yeah, this is Teensy. I know nothing about Teensy other than that I've used it to build MIDI controllers before. And I should still restream that, oops. Clicked on the little lock there. I should still restream the, very old stream I did of, me creating a MIDI controller. Then what was the other one? Oh, Arduino. I guess I'll add Arduino, just because I've used it before. A lot of engineers love Arduino. For my purposes, the Bella board's been better and easier to use, in my opinion. But, you know, Arduino, maybe one day there's something really specific that I want to do with an Arduino. Okay, so I'm going to move down Raspberry Pi, gonna move up Daisy, gonna move all these down, gonna move up Teensy. This is kind of fun, just making a list of all the tools I have or could have at my disposal. Just cleaning everything up, organizing a little bit. Does it start to sway in one direction? That'd be funny if it did. Not really, it's pretty straight going down. That's, I guess, interesting. I don't know. It's not really anything. Wish I had more for the guide section though. I know this will come to me in the future. I know the guides will come back to me in the future. But yeah, I guess the last thing I want to do is update my Twitch profile a little bit more. Maybe that's something I can do while I'm on stream on my schedule. But yeah, we've done a lot here today. You know, I think on Sundays I want to stream for at least like 3 hours, because most other days I'll only do an hour each. I think it'd be nice to do one longer stream every Sunday. Where are we at right now? We're a little under 2 hours, but hey, that's the first one. I would have been happy if we just had 1 hour of a stream, so that is okay. But yeah, let me make the schedule on Twitch. I think maybe making the schedule to post online, that's something I can do tomorrow on stream at 5:30. Just because I still have to log in and all of that. But here I can, however, heard myself for a second. Can, however, put the schedule on my Twitch account. Actually, you know what? Because we're going between tasks here, going between filling out this board and back to editing the stream schedule and some other upkeep like we're doing at the beginning of the stream, I'm going to take a quick little water break, check in on Pappy, the dog we're sitting. I put his bed in here, so hopefully Pappy can come hang out with us in the future. That would be fun. But yeah, I'll be right back. If you're still here, thanks for staying along. Feel free to say hi in the chat if you want, but no pressure. And yeah, thanks again for stopping by. Oh, and again, this isn't the end of the stream, to clarify. You know, I kind of made it sound like it was, but I'll be right back. Oh, this song kind of sucks. Oh, DMCA free lo-fi music is never amazing. Skipping a bunch here. All right, I'll just leave it at this.